Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and this is my paycheck number 1 for the month of August. Here I'm just showing you quickly how I lay out my bills on the monthly spread, and I'm about to do a little bit of decorating, just adding a little header for paycheck number 1. If you're not into this type of thing, you want to get to about the 53-second mark where I get strictly into the numbers. Me and Thin Washi, we have a love-hate relationship. I do like it. I like it, but I can never keep a grip on that stuff. And so that's why I sped this part up so that you didn't have to watch me torturing myself with the Thin Washi. And I'm just adding a little label from my Happy Planner stickers for my paycheck number 1 here. I'm trying to keep it simple, no sticker kits and things like that. The first thing I'm going to do is list out my income category. On here, I know this is confusing now when I'm looking at it, but it's paycheck number 1, paycheck number 2. Paycheck number 1 just represents my full-time job. Paycheck number 2 is what I'm going to get from merchandising. Around the first of the month, I'll request a payout, and that's going to be sent from survey.com to my PayPal account, and then I'll put that in my checking. And so now I'm going to total up my income for my first paycheck, and that's going to be $2,861.02. And so I guess that's what I need to rename, because really this is not paycheck number 1. It's really my first time paying myself out. I don't know. Maybe I just need to rename the income section. The next thing I'm going to is my savings. Here, I try to do minimal savings, enough to think through like what's coming up, but not be excessive with it. And so that's why you see these categories: Christmas and gifts, taxes. That's my quarterly taxes that I take out. Every time I know what my income is, I take out 25% and I set it aside. Here I'm just checking my categories, and then the rest is just the minimum. What goes to my sons, that's always gone to them for like 7 years. It goes into their savings accounts. So the total I'm taking out for savings is $265.96. And then I'm going to put a total down here just to kind of keep my headers and keep it lined up for me visually. The next section is my home expenses, and here I'm going to write down all of everything that's going to fall out of this first paycheck. Everything that comes out, I'll put here. One of the things you'll see is I will put a little checkbox next to the names. I'm moving it away from the number and next to the name, so that way I can see it and know that this is a cash envelope. That's what that stands for. I have a place in my wallet for that. I don't trust myself with some of these categories to shop out of my debit card, because I like to get swipe happy and I overspend. And so I like to use cash envelopes for those. And I made a mistake there, because bank fees, I don't have a slot for that in my cash envelope. That actually just comes out of my account from my primary checking account. And the next section I'm about to go and write out is my insurance. Life and health insurance actually comes out of my paycheck. I add it back in. You know how every year you reevaluate and you can change your plans and stuff? I like to know how much is coming out, how much I paid throughout the year to make a good decision. Did I need it or didn't I? Or can I switch to a lower plan? So that's why I'm documenting it this way. My total cost here is $189.49. And I'm making sure that I got that right, because I can't remember if it's going to be my first or second paycheck, but the company is not going to pay the premium out of one of them. And then it comes back to me. I think we were overcharged last year, and so the company picked it up for a few months to cover the increase that some of us then asked for that came out for the life insurance. And so here are all of my expenses for my home, everything that's around the house, and here's my debt. And so off to the side, you probably see a little blue on the left-hand side. That is my allocated spending plan. I use that to double check my numbers and make sure I write things down correctly, and I'm remembering how I projected everything out. For the car extra payment that I'm going to make, I have to look at the amount that's on the sheet and add in the difference between what I know I'm going to make and what I estimated back when I did the allocated spending plan. The allocated spending plan is something that I do around the 15th of the month. And so I think of it more as a forecast. How am I forecasting what I'm going to make for that month? And I go ahead and spend that money before I even get it home. I just go ahead and spend it on paper. And so that way I follow the plan and I can't deviate from it or come up with excuses or things I need to buy, like stickers, because I'm too old to have that as a problem, but I like stickers. And so now I have forgotten to add in my home expenses, and they come to $1,446.06. I do a zero-based budget, and I zero out each paycheck too. And so while I was doing the math and trying to come up with my total expenses, I realized I was a penny over, and so I had to take a penny away from my car extra payment, and that is actually a principal payment, not an extra payment that I'm going to actually send in. And now I have a zero-based budget. Here I'm just making a note that I need to save my car insurance because it actually comes out in the later half of the month, and I put it on the wrong paycheck in allocated spending plan, and so I won't change that. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every last one of you, and you have a super fantastic day. Bye.